And undershot wheel in what century was it? 16? 16, what was it? 600 years ago. So that would be 1300.
About 1350 years ago.
Yeah.
The wheel itself was based round about here.
Yes.
It's about 6 foot in width, and possibly 8 to 10 foot in diameter.
And it was an undershot wheel.
Yes.
And the mill itself would only be a small stone. But at that time they hadn't the water tower because they were depending on
and the present mill then, that's an undershot as well? No?
Breast shot wheel. The wheel now, we've got the breast shot.
Oh, we've got side breast shot.
Yeah, it's the side breast shot with the new mill. Very complicated itself. But the original mill pot is just directly where the bank starts off here.
Yeah.
It works out into the field and probably would have been about 18 inches to 3
That was a mill pond.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it's a lovely mill. It's quite a strong flowing stream, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is at its lowest at the present moment.
Yes.
Maybe 3 times the amount of water can come through here. There's enough water to dry 3 stones at any given time.
Yeah. That's amazing, that.
You'll be coming into the mill, won't
yes.
you?
Oh yes, I've got a light on the camera as well, yes.
The mill is complete, you know.
Yes. Well, last time I was here, you put it on for me.
Yes,
it rattled everything, but of course I believe the paddles, there's 1 or 2 paddles missing now.
Yeah, there is now, yes.
Yes. Anyway, perhaps you can get them repaired. Somebody will get some volunteers for you.
And I want to get the signposts in them. And you know, the council.
Yes.
They're not willing to help at all. And this industry, what do we call it now, this type of industry?
Yeah, tourism. Yes.
Oh, this tourism industry is the second most important industry in Wales today, and yet there's no help to be had.
Yes, it's a shame, but I think you just got to get a lot of people together interested, you know, so that you can, help you.
You see, I will go in 2 years, and I'm getting people here, and the people that arrived, there's always a tale of either been down the main road towards Aber, or they'd been up in Talfachin, just to the lack of 2 signposts.
Yeah.
And I decided that it wasn't worth carrying on until I got this done, so I haven't had no brochure for a couple of years.
Oh dear.
But immediately I get the signposting done, I will do it.
Well done, because it's a gem of a place. It's a wonderful place.
It's a very nice place.
It's a lovely little job. Use the chair properly and sitting with your back to the chair, none of this, but sitting up properly, and you move the wheel until you find it's comfortable, and there we are, and there we are, spinning away all day.
Would you like to say a few words in Welsh,
Mr.
Baker? A few words in Welsh, just because you are a Welsh speaker.
A bit of Welsh speaking would now fit in.
Yeah. Well, ahead of a peth a troy. Now, not to call the wheel a wheel in Welsh, we call it what it does. It's the instrument that puts a twist on turning to the wheel. And the original one is the big wheel there. That's the original Welsh wheel, which is identical to the wheel of India, and that's known as a troech vowel. Troech is the name of the instrument, and since it's got a big wheel, it's known as troech vowel, or in English a great wheel. Right, well, I'll have to show you this wheel now. Will you stop for a minute?
Yeah.
Now, in the... a minute, till I get ready. Tips out the way. Now, in the olden days, said, before the Industrial Revolution, the wool at the harvest time, when the wool was clipped and when it was fresh, it would be nice and moist. with a wetland wheel. And the people that played the most important part were the older women, women who did the sorting. But on a fleece, the length of the staple of the wool, see? That's roughly the length of the fibre, isn't it? Varies according to where from the sheep was taken. The neck wool has got a short staple, and at the back and the belly wool there are long staples, and the hind ones are a short staple. So the old ladies used to pull the pieces to pieces, actually turning or spinning the wool. If the staple is uniform, they get a better product. The rate of drawing will alter according to the length of the staple. So it was very important that that staple, that wool was sorted out properly. And having been sorted, it was put on the card like this. And in Welsh, this is, in English, this is carding. In Welsh, it's white before the combing work. And this is how it was done. You've heard about Creed Gork, haven't you? Yeah. Well, Creed Gork is called Creed Gork because it's red like that and it's like a cotton school. And in the evenings when the sun shines on it, it's pink orange. But that's the word. Now, the cover was done like this. Taken off, put onto the board again, and comb now until you can see now, Alan, no? See, all the fibres are in one direction now. See, the fibres are laying in one direction now. That's it. That's right. Then to take it off, you rub them together like this. Then you rub them here, like this, into a roll like this, you see. Now, that's called a roller. See? That's a roller. Now what's happened now is that the fibres, instead of going up and down, they go round and round, aren't they? Because if they were going up and down when the twist came in, the twist might run through your fingers and it would run into the millstone and you'd have nothing but a big jumble with you. Then it was taken then to the wheel, and this is it. Now, if the wool is nice and fresh and oily, you won't get this effect, this scrubbing. Then, and this wheel, incidentally, in Yorkshire, is called the walking wheel because you can go back, provided you've got room, you can go back 2 strides and still be in contact with the wheel, and you've pulled out, you've drawn out a yarn, possibly 9 feet long. But having drawn it out, you put some strength into it by a few more turns until like this. Trouble is, and turn the wheel in the opposite direction to strip it off the wheel, and off we go again, you see. And this is how the work was done originally, you see. Yeah? And with experience, myself, I spend once or twice in the course of a year. But these people that are working daily on it, they became experts. And they were making the most wonderful yarns, and they could control the thickness, and that was the way in which the yarns were produced. And this was an improvement on the first thing, which was the spindle, the drop spindle. You spend the time spinning it, don't you? And then you've got to spend the time collecting it.